Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz has written a letter to the Joint Guam Program Office asking for more information on their plans for using the Naval Magazine, or FENA, area as a firing range complex for Marines.
One, I need to know how much land are you going to require from the private and the government entities, either CLTC or ancestral lands. Two, I need to know what historical and archaeological sites there are that are involved.
Vice Speaker Cruz says the current maps that have been shared with the public don't include any specifics with regards to the acreage needed. The Vice Speaker went to all 3 public scoping meetings recently held by JIGPO and found that the acreage was not available at the meetings either.
At Southern High School, I asked how much area it was going to be, and at GIGO, they finally pulled out a report that was dated May 2011.
He says this report, which was shared with him by a major in the Marines, showed a breakdown of how many acres of civilian land would be required for the 3 alternatives at the Naval Magazine.
When I went to GIGO, first they said it was behind the screens or the displays, and then they realized that it wasn't there, so one of the majors ran and got a report, and he was pulling it, and he goes, oh, that one, the east-west, is going to be 2,800 acres, so I wrote it down. He goes, the L-shape would require an additional 350 acres. The north-south would require an additional 50 acres, and the Route 15 would be either 1,200 or 1,300. And I said, but why isn't that public?
Thus, the Vice Speaker is asking that JIGPO share all the information it has on its plans for a firing range with the public, so that the public can make a more informed decision. Meanwhile, Build-Up Chair Senator Judy Gutherts held an informational briefing on the build-up with the governor's Guam Military Build-Up Director Mark Calvo today. Calvo told lawmakers that the build-up, as far as he can tell, is still on track to occur. At the end of the hearing, Gutherts said that she was upset with, quote, special interest groups that have hijacked the build-up debate because of their concerns with profit and money-making. In fact, she said that she's been receiving nasty emails from people who are upset with her over her stance on the military buildup. Gutherts and other Democratic lawmakers have been accused of causing the U.S. to rethink the buildup because of their concerns over mitigating potentially negative impacts.
I really don't relish getting up in the morning and see these nasty emails. I have an email perpetuating me as a very mean person, a person that hates people. And I can't understand that, because all my life I've loved people and honored people from all diversities, all walks of life, all faiths. I want to ask those that are perpetuating this kind of lack of oneness to please stop, and understand that what really comes first is Guam and its future. And that is not inconsistent with being patriotic for our country.